I was recently tagged in a video from my friend Billy on Facebook, and I'll link his channel in the description. But the tag was, what is it, 3x3? So it's three knives. One is the most affordable knife that you have, or budget-friendly knife, your most used knife, and then the newest knife that you have. I got a couple other things in the mail. I was going to go ahead and cook something up real quick and just do a short video on this tag, as well as get some of this other equipment dirty. I've been trying to get away to do this, but it just hasn't been possible lately. It's a beautiful day out here in the Pacific Northwest. I hope y'all are enjoying yours. Let me go ahead and change the camera angle, get this situated, and I'll bring you back. Alright, let's talk about knives. So, I guess the first one I'm going to do is the budget-friendly knife. And I guess the budget thing is all relative to how much money the person has to spend, basically. For me, I'm saying that this is the budget-friendly because it only cost me about $10. I received this knife in a trade for an item that I paid $5 for. I bought a stove, and I sent the guy the stove, and we worked out a deal for this Swiss Army knife. And this is the Swiss Champ. So this knife cost me about $5 originally. And when I got it, he said that it was in really rough shape, but I knew that Victorinox had a really good warranty on their knives. So I went ahead and took it anyways, even though I knew that I was getting it wasn't in great shape. So Victorinox full warranty on this was scales, blades, everything. When I received this, it looked like it had been run over by a truck in a gravel parking lot because it had just nicks and dings and scratches, and a lot of the liners were worn out and had bumps and dings all over them. The knife blade was really worn down. It was in pretty rough shape. It needed to be replaced, as well as some other things on it. So I was very grateful to Victorinox for replacing all those things for me. That's why this is going to be my budget friendly, is because it only cost me $10. Only modification that I made to it was there is a sewing pin back here behind the corkscrew, and I put, instead of a sewing pin, I put a sewing needle, so I could do gear repair with it if I needed to, if I was able to find thread small enough. I mean, it'll fit fishing line, so I guess that's all that really matters if I had to. I'm sure I could probably break down some paracord fine enough to do it. So when I sent this to them, it had broken scales, and it had the busted knife, the small carving blade here was just worn down. It looked like someone took a grinder to it. It didn't have any of the accessories, so I didn't know that it came with a ballpoint pen, but when they sent it back, they replaced everything. Like, they replaced the ballpoint pen, the toothpick, the tweezers, the knife blades, the gouge, and the sewing pin with the screwdriver up here for the eyeglasses. So they did everything, and that only cost me $5 to have all that repaired. So, and it wasn't that I was paying for the repair. Basically, I paid for the shipping. So all I had to do was cover the shipping, and they replaced the whole knife, basically. It's still the same frame, but everything on it's new. So I call that my budget friendly. Another reason why I'm calling it budget friendly is because you should always keep thrift in mind. I wanted something. I knew that I wanted the Swiss Champ. I looked around. I found it in a trading forum. In fact, I asked in a trading forum if anybody had one, and the guy that responded said he had one that was in really bad shape. So, you know, a lot of my wool blankets, I mean, they come from places like thrift stores and things like that. should always try to find it for a cheaper cost. My second knife on this tag is going to be my most used, and that is going to be my T1 Tom Brown Tracker T1. All my other knives are subject to change. I do carry more than one knife. In fact, the three that I have now are basically the set that I go with. I always have my Swiss Champ. I always have my Tom Brown Tracker. Now the size of the tracker might change, but the other trackers that I got are new. So this is my most used. I fell in love with this design, and I use it. I learned how to use it efficiently. Wants to work here. So I can start a fire with this. I did make a modification to it. I sharpened the spine on the back here. So that was the only modification that I made to it, basically. I didn't change the grind. Just because this is a hard use tool, I use it like a craft axe. So it's not really like... I'm not looking to do any kind of fine detail carving with this, even though I could, it's just done differently. So this is my most used. I think I got a boil already. So today I'm making a half of a Zatarain's jambalaya. I brought alcohol with me because I thought that I'd be using my alcohol stove, but I didn't want to. I got this roasted chicken patties. There's 2 of them in here from Trader Joe's. So I'll go ahead and just add this for right now. So because this is titanium, instead of sticking it back on for the simmer, I'm going to take this and set it to the side of the coals. Simmer it that way. Okay, so for my new knife, I have 2 new ones. Obviously one's newer than the other one, but I haven't used either one very much. The first one is around my neck, and this is the black feather bush tool. Got some ferro rod scrapings on it. So this is a black feather bush tool. I did a separate video on this already. It's starting to patina up really nice. I've been using it a lot for fire prep and food prep. So you'll be seeing this a lot more. I think that this is my, so you're gonna always see something like this set up on me. I'm always gonna have a tracker. This is my hard use tool. This is my craft axe. I don't carry a hawk. I don't carry an axe. I carry this tracker. And then for finer detail, I carry something like this. So I had a black lure before, and I really liked it. It was a solid knife, but this design right here, I'm even more happy with. And I think this is it. This is the one. I don't see me buying another knife anytime soon, unless it's a custom tracker. This knife here, I'm really happy with this design. And these knives have always changed. Like Tops Bob, the LT Wright Genesis, the Black Feather, Black Lure, and now this. My tracker is the one thing that doesn't change. It's always a constant. I always have my tracker. So, but I think with this, I think this is the one I'm really happy with this knife. For a small to mid-sized knife, this is the one. So I brought out another new one, and I brought this out because it's still new to me. So I've had it for a little while. I've gotten to play with it. I don't really chop with this very much. I do feathers. It feathers really well. The edge geometry on this one is better than the big one. It's a lot better. So but I haven't decided as to whether I'm going to carry this or my large tracker. There is a size difference. It's about an inch. I don't know if you can see that or not, but it's about an inch. 3/4 of an inch up here and about 1/4 of an inch back here. The edge geometry on this one's better, but it sacrificed heft. This one actually has heft behind it, has chop. This one has chop, but it's minimal. So I'm not really sure how I feel about this one yet. It is ideal for me because I live in the rainforest. This is stainless steel, and this one is not. But I'm so used to using this one here. So we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I realize that was 4 knives. I'm sorry. I apologize for going outside the realm of the tag. Jambalaya. Gotta love it. I'd like to thank Billy for tagging me, giving me the opportunity, and I guess I'm gonna tag. I'll go ahead and tag Grant. I'm not sure what his new channel name is. He's had some problems with uploading videos onto YouTube, so he had to change his channel name. So I'll put that in the screen. I'll go ahead and tag, I'll tag Survive Without, and I'll tag the Hidden Woodsmen. So I would like to make note that having this cup off to the side like this, it works really well. So it's perfect for a simmer. Yeah, that rice needs to cook a little bit longer. Oh yeah. The simmer worked out great. Perfect. Didn't stick. Usually I add meat to it, but I had too much rice in this one, so I'm going to try that again. It's all about experimentation. So I'll be trying this again soon, and I'll have it down in the next batch. About a quarter of the rice would have been perfect. I could have added meat to it. So I'm going to go ahead and enjoy this. Thank you all for watching. Enjoy the outdoors.